Hey guys, do you want to take your Mario Kart Tour gameplay to the next level? Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to talk about in detail what to do to take your gameplay, to improve your gameplay, and some tips and tricks I've learned along the way. So, stay tuned. It's showtime. It's your time, it's my time, it's our time, it's showtime, it's your time, it's my time, it's our time, it's showtime, it's your time, it's my time, it's our time, it's showtime. So the first tip I want to give you is getting a speed boost by using a slipstream. So you guys might be asking, what exactly is a slipstream? A slipstream is the ability, so first of all, to activate a slipstream, what you want to do is you want to follow closely behind your opponent. You want to do this for like 2 to 3 seconds, and once that happens, you're gonna get a speed boost is gonna be activated. So once the speed boost is activated, you can simply just fly by your opponent. So now, the best way to accomplish a slipstream is to do it during a straightaway. It's gonna be much easier to follow behind your opponents during a straightaway than when the map is curving. Secondly, the reason you want to do it during a straightaway is because once you do get the speed boost, it's gonna be much easier for you to go by the opponent. So when you're trying to perform a slipstream, it's gonna be pretty difficult because it's gonna leave you wide open, or it's gonna leave you susceptible for your opponent to throw on an item behind you. You want to make sure that your opponent doesn't have any items that they can throw behind you, sort of like a banana. You want to make sure your opponent doesn't have any items like that. The way to counter the slipstream is anytime you're in the lead, you're in first place, or anytime you're going down a straightaway, what you want to do is you want to look behind you by pressing the 180 button. You're going to press the 180 button. It's going to give you a rear view of exactly who's behind you. If you see someone's behind you, that means they're trying to attempt a slipstream. So what you want to do is you want to move awkwardly, like you want to move to the left or you want to move to the right. Like you want to jerk around just to make sure, just to keep them off balance. Okay, the next tip I'm going to give you guys is one of my favorite tips. So what I think you should do is you should always try to save an item in your item slot. The reason why I'm saying that is because if someone attacks you, like they throw an object at you, and if you have an item in your item slot, that item is going to absorb the blow and you're not going to be affected by it. So in essence, they're going to be using it, your opponent is going to be using an item, and they're gonna waste their item, and you're gonna counter that item because you're gonna have an item that's just gonna absorb it. So you should always try to save an item in your item slot when you can. Of course, if you're like in second place and you're gonna cross the finish line soon and you can see the opponent in front of you, of course, hit him with a turtle shell. But for usually, you want to keep an item in your item slot because the match can be decided, you know, based on just like one hit that comes out the blue at the wrong time, you might be gone. So always try to keep an item in your item slot. And while we're talking about items, I want to show you guys what you should do in the settings menu. You see where it says auto item? You always want to have this toggled off. When it's on, anytime you run into an item, it's gonna let the other item just go to waste. So what you want to do is you want to have it off, just in case you have an item that you want. Let's say you have a bullet that you really want to use because you know it's an OP ability. You're gonna just like streamline through the race and hit people in your way and knock them out. You want to keep that. So don't keep the auto item on, because if you do have it on, if you have that item in your item slot and you're saving it for a special occasion, it's just gonna make it disappear and update it with the new items. So I would recommend to always keep the auto item off. Okay, so the next tip I want to give you guys is a really basic tip, but I'm going to explain the reason why. You always, and I mean you always, want to race at the highest CC possible. And let me show you guys why. Let me go into a race. I'm going to click, go into a race really quickly. Alright, so you see where it says 150cc? Very fast. You want to use that. The reason why is because your possible points that you can get or you start with is much more. Look at this. For the race number 1, you get 2,150 points for first place. For the 100cc, you get 2,350 points, and for the very fast, you get 2,550 points. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because look at the last one. Look at the 200cc. Look at the one that this subscription is for. the one that you pay $5 a month for, it's the same as the very fast. 200cc and 150cc gives the same rewards. The courses are no different, it's just a little bit faster, but the rewards are exactly the same. That's gonna lead me into my next point, and you guys probably are guessing what it is. And we're gonna be talking about the Gold Pass. That's right, we're gonna talk about it. You guys know the people who have been following me for a while know I'm a whale. I got the whale shirt on right now to show that I'm a whale, so I don't mind spending money in gacha games. But I want you guys to look at the Gold Pass. Look at this right here. It's $4.99 a month. And do you know what you get? So they show Metal Mario, they show nice cool items, right? Just know, trainers, you do not get these items instantly. You have to grind for these items, and they take some time. They don't come after 1 or 2 days, they take some time. You have to grind for these items. The second item are just badges. They're cosmetic. Those of you guys that love cosmetic items, there you go, but it's just cosmetic. It's not going to give you any in-game advantage. And the third item is that it unlocks 200cc races. But I can tell you guys, the 200cc races, not what it's all cracked up to be. They're really fast, and they give the same exact rewards as the 150 races. And I'm saying this because I've been playing this game from beta. I reset the game to get the new player experience again, but it's, in my opinion, it's not worth it right now. So yeah, so you do get some items right away with the pass, but the items are they're kind of lackluster. I mean, you do get some coins, but it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. I would hold off on the Gold Pass, especially if you're thinking you're gonna get a whole lot of items. So the next tip I want to give you guys, you're gonna get a head start if you perform this, and you can perform this really easily every race. And what I'm talking about is the rocket boost. The rocket boost is very simple to perform. You just have to know how to do it, and I'm gonna tell you right now. What you want to do is you want to, when the race is starting, when the flag bearer is going 3, 2, 1, go. When the flag bearer reaches 2, you want to press and hold the screen. When the flag bearer says go, you want to let go of the screen. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Let's do it. Let's do it really quickly. Really quickly. Entering the race. When the flag bearer starts and when it gets to 2, that's when I'm going to tap. I'm gonna say it loudly when I tap 2 so you guys can hear it. So the flag bearer is going down. Not now. Now. And release on go. Did you see that boost? Did you see how it just like boomed by everybody? That's how you want to do it. You get a head start every single time like that. So this next tip is probably the most important tip for me. This is the tip you're going to use most frequently in Mario Kart Tour. Of course, you want to combine all these tips, but this you're going to be doing pretty frequently. So check it out. What I'm talking about is drifting. So drifting might be saying, yeah, Showtime, I drift just because I want to control where my cart is going. But I want you to pay close attention to the drift. There's an ideal time when you drift, when you want to release the button. So what you want to do to drift, of course, when you're going in the opposite direction, you want to swipe and hold towards the other direction. So when you're going in one direction, you want to swipe and hold to go to the other direction. Hope that makes sense. So what you want to do is you want to hold it until you see your cart turn another color. Well, the fumes from the cart turn another color. They're going to turn blue. You're going to see blue sparks. Once you see those blue sparks, you want to let go. When you let go, you are going to get a speed boost. So what drifting does, it helps you to turn, it helps you to steer, but also if you let go of the control when the blue sparks appear, you're going to get a speed boost. Now, if you drift for a longer period of time, the sparks are going to change a different color. So once you can either get blue sparks for normal drifts, you can get orange sparks for an even stronger drift, and you can get pink sparks for an ultra mini boost. So I just want you to pay attention to that. So when you're drifting, let go when the sparks turn blue. If you were holding it for a long period of time, the sparks will be a different color, and depending on the color is how fast you're gonna go. Now, once you're in that turbo mode, once you press the controls again, the turbo mode is gonna go away. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. But drifting is really important in this game. Make sure you let go of the button as soon as you see the blue sparks. But like I said, the longer you drift, the stronger the drift can be. Just keep this in mind. I almost forgot. The most basic thing about drifting. The most basic thing about drifting is actually how to do it. So what you want to do to make drifting ideal, you want to go to your settings, and you see where it says manual drift? Make sure this is toggled on. You want that highlighted. Touch the screen to start drifting. While this is turned on, ultra mini turbos are possible. So that's what I was talking about before. So the drift is one thing, but once you release a drift, you can go into a turbo mode. That's really important. While we're talking about speed boosters, one other speed boost that you can get, and that is by hopping over logs or hopping over ramps or even hopping off the walls. Anytime you hop over something, you're gonna get what's called a jump boost. So the jump is not necessarily going to be the boost, but once you land, you'll get a boost. That is done automatically. But I say that to say this: if you have the opportunity to go up a ramp or to hop over a log, do so. Don't think that if you go up the ramp or you go straight, it's going to be the same speed. No, once you go up the ramp and come down, you will get a speed boost. Guys, this is going to be the first of many Mario Kart Tour tips and trips and gameplays and live streams, depending on the result we get in this video. So if you guys like the video, please do so. Leave a like button to show me that you appreciate the Mario Kart Tour content. Smash the subscribe button, of course. Click the bell so when we go live. If you have questions, you can ask them in the comments down below, or you can go to the Discord and chat in the Discord. I'll leave the link for the Discord up above. All right, trainers. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.